The 2021 Major League Baseball All-Star Game is tonight in Denver, Colorado, after the organization chose to move the game out of Atlanta, Georgia, in response to Georgia's new voter integrity law. At the time, the MLB said that Georgia's new law was oppressive to minority voters. But get this, according to the 2019 U.S. Census data, Atlanta is over half black with 51%, and the white population is just 40.9%. Denver, on the other hand, is 76% white and only 9.2% black. Not only does Atlanta have a larger black population, 30% of Atlanta businesses are black owned, many of whom are now taking major financial hits because of the MLB's decision to move out of Atlanta. Joining us now is senior media surrogate for the RNC and former advisor to President Trump, Bruce LeVell. Bruce, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's probably,
right, so
probably crickets over there in that MLB stadium right now. The
I
one in
hope
Colorado.
So. You know, you live in Atlanta and you're a small business owner. So how do minority small business owners feel right now who are in Atlanta? Are they tuning in tonight?
I don't think so. But listen, let me tell you something. I'm a retail jewelry operator. Listen, I'm 6 minutes away from Truett Stadium down here myself. You know, I'm a retail jewelry commodity store where we sell paraphernalias of little trinkets and everything like that. We're not selling any of them for sure. But listen, my good friends, Rodney's Jamaican Soul Food and Michael Bennett, the events planner guy. Listen, these are the courageous guys, Sean and Lindsay, that will tell you who've been impacted. Let me tell you something. There are many, many, many minority business operators, as well as all business operators who, you know, really don't want to come out, you know, like me or a lot of others that were courageous enough to come out and tell you how it's impacting them. Why? Because the cancel culture police. My God, outside of COVID and this stupid MLB rule, you know, as they moved out to Colorado, you know, listen, they don't want any more. So there are a lot more people that are extremely upset, extremely mad. There's a lot of excess inventory. There are vendors that had to get paid from excess inventory that's not selling. Listen, with the temperament, what's going on right now, they're not ordering a lot of that online paraphernalia because of that. So what do, Sean and Lindsay? They cut their nose off and spite their face. That's what they did.
But the funny thing is, so it would have just by the numbers helped minority business owners if it had stayed in Atlanta, as Lindsay read off those statistics, whereas Denver is lily white. So if it's going to help businesses there, they're going to be white businesses, just, you know, when you look at the numbers. So let me ask you this. When you talk to folks, when you answer the question yourself, who do you blame for this? Do you blame the MLB for being all woke and doing this, or do you blame the leftists and the Democrats for putting the pressure on the MLB?
Sean, you know that Scantron? I know Lindsay, she's too young to remember this, but you and I old school. Remember E, all of the above on that Scantron test. E, all of the above. Listen,
I do remember those.
They have cut their nose off and spite their face. But listen, here's the great thing about what's going to happen with all of this, Sean, Lindsay. American ingenuity, all that cancel culture, we're probably going to see another league rise up. We're going to see that money being diverted over here. It's going to spur new business growth, new movement. This is what I'm hopeful for. You're starting to see another competitive arenas like in this cancel culture, the social media world. You're starting to see new Twitter, or well, let's say Twitter, new social media accounts that are popping up. This is the light that I'm seeing, brother, that's going to happen with this. The good news outside of all the negative news.
I don't have a lot of time left, Bruce, but I do want to get your take on this because this whole thing stemmed from Democrats saying Georgia's election laws were suppressing voters, especially minorities. So from someone who lives in Georgia, who is a minority, do minorities feel suppressed by Georgia's voter integrity? Only have about 30 seconds left.
No, that's the biggest lie ever told. They pandered. They used that dog whistle. Oh, I can't even whistle. Sean can. He's a Navy guy. They're whistling, trying to play that pandering game, get us all over here. Oh, they're trying to stop you from getting to the polls. They don't want you to go to the polls. You know, all this lie. All it's doing is killing the business. But listen, the American people are going to wake up because great shows like Newsmax and these other, they're getting the word out. You know, listen, we've missed $150+ million, Sean, in this region. So they starting to feel this. That's why Keisha Lance Bottoms ain't running for re-election, because she know, oh, my God, I cave into the culture. I supported this. Now, guess what? She's on her way out the door. And there'll be many more, Sean. Stay tuned, Lindsay.
All right. Well, Bruce, thanks for weighing in. I'm looking forward to that promised day. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.